Hey everybody, welcome back. So I'm looking for a different way to carry my radio gear when I'm doing parades or events with the Ham Radio Club, and I think this is really going to hit the spot. This is the FUNANASUN chest harness gear bag. All right, everybody, welcome back. So, I've been doing the parade here. This is just an example of what I'm going to use this for. I've been doing the parade here, our fall festival in town, and the Ham Radio Club usually gets together and we provide the communications for the route to help the parade get coordinated and organized, and to help everybody kind of have some safety on the course. So if something happens, one of us can relay it back to net control. And one of the problems I have is I'm always carrying a ton of gear on my belt. Where did I put this? And my radio's over here, and it just gets in the way after a while. And not only that, but your antenna is always lower against your body, instead of in something like this that sits on your chest that would raise up. So I'm going to try this out this year, and that's usually in September, October. But I saw this and I thought this was a perfect thing for that. I'm going to give you a little demo of what you can fit in there. Again, I just ran around my house and grabbed some things, for, say, a mock deployment with the Ham Radio Club. I just grabbed some stuff to throw it in here. I actually put some time into thinking about what I'm going to put in here, because this is a very big bag, and it's a very convenient bag, and it's a chest harness as well, which I really like. A lot of the radio chest harnesses that I've seen before, they're set for one radio, and that's it. It's like about maybe this big over, and you have a radio that mounts this way, and that is all that goes on there. That's it. It's a pouch for a radio. And they're kind of uncomfortable. They don't really have any kind of storage or anything like that. This has a ton of storage. It's kind of set up for comfort as well. I'll give you a whole look at it, the whole thing. And is fully adjustable. So let's get into the stats of it. It's 8.3 tall, 12.3 wide, 2 inches thick. Water-resistant fabric. It'll keep your gear dry and keep your gear sweat-free as well. There is a nice padding on the back here that kind of absorbs any kind of sweat you might have. And believe it or not, out here in October or November, it's still hot, so you could be out there sweating. It's nice and breathable, so you'll stay comfortable wearing it. And I like that. It's comfortable to wear. You'll use it. If it's not comfortable to wear, you won't. I had a rubberized kind of stretchy fabric one that went across your chest. And, well, it worked well. It held the radio close to my body and held the antenna up off. The problem was it's just so uncomfortable in the heat. It's that sticky kind of rubbery fabric, and it gets really stretchy, and no thanks. So this has MOLLE compatible front, multiple ways to expand the capacity of this bag, but I don't think you're going to really need to. I mean, there's so many pockets in this thing that I don't think you're going to really need to, and I'll show you those in a minute. The chest harness has the main compartment. This has one zippered front pocket here. Zippers work nice and easy. You've got a nice big room in there. You have your main compartment here. Okay. Now in here, you have a zipper on this side. Let me make sure you're in the camera there. A zipper in the front for gear. You have 3 different pouches. You have 4 actually. These are 2 little smaller ones. Smaller pouches here with some straps over there if you want to fit something over it. And you have 2 pouches that are larger. They say it fit 2 5.56 magazines. I would say you'd probably be able to fit a radio in each one. For my use, again, you can use this for that if you want. You could use this while hiking for your CCW and your gear, So that would work for that too. You have another zipper on the back here. A little loop here to keep everything contained. It will also have Velcro along here, so you can fit any kind of stuff you want to put inside there. If you have one of those holsters with the Velcro on it, if you're carrying in the woods, you can put that in there, and it's fairly easy to get to. And the cool part is if you zip this up the right way, and you just leave a little bit of room there, you can just pull it open like that, and you have access. So it is really, really neat. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to set it up so that I see how much gear I can put in it. And again, the stuff I'm putting in there, I probably may not, some of it I may take, some of it I may not. It's less about the gear and more about showing you how the capacity of this thing. I do have some ham radio related stuff, that I'd probably take on an event if I was doing it. So we'll check it out and see how we like it. Now, one other thing. I am going to probably be changing the color of this because I'm not a big fan of black in the desert. It tends to attract heat and it really sticks out. So I may just spray paint it, honestly. I did test a little inside area here. So if you don't like the black, I didn't see it. They show a picture of other colors. They may offer other colors, but this is the one I found on there and it's the only one I could find. So if you notice there, spray paint will stick. I just sprayed a little shot inside there to make sure it would stick. So I may just kind of lightly spritz it with some light colors just to kind of cool it off a little bit because it really stands out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the stuff in there and we'll see how it holds up. Now, two things before I start stuffing stuff in here to show you. Again, this is my personal use for it. I'm going to use this as a radio pouch, a radio harness. I'm going to have gear in it for that purpose. This would be perfectly suitable for a backpack while hiking, to use with a backpack. You wouldn't, of course, put this on your back. You'd put this on your front with your backpack on the back, and it wouldn't interfere. You could use it for that. You could use it as an admin pouch of sorts. You can keep water, snacks, maps, compass, GPS, first aid, or anything else you'd need at a moment's notice while hiking or while bugging out. You can use it to hold your CCW and your gear. You could use this for a ton of things. It's very heavy duty. It's 1000D nylon material, so it's definitely heavy duty. It doesn't feel cheap at all. This feels well made. Stitching on it is really nice and even and symmetrical. Sometimes you'll get these and they'll be like stitch here and stitch here and stitched over here. This is really well made. So I'm going to stuff this stuff in here. Again, it's just a representation of what I might take for an afternoon ham radio event, and that's what I'm going to use it for. You can use this for anything you want. So let's start off with my admin type things, This front pouch, probably what I'll do is I will keep my tablet in there. Usually I have a parade route or a race route. We do Baker to Vegas. I'll have it on my tablet here and I'll see where all the stages are. So we'll put that in there. And my Write in the Rain notepad. This is made by Rothko, but it's the same thing. Pen. I don't have a Write in the Rain pen. I got to get one. I just realized that. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be having up there. Now in the back pouch here. I want to make sure I'm in camera. Yep. We're going to put my battery bank and charge cable. So that's all set in there. I'm not going to be putting a weapon or anything in here. This is really just for, an event like that. If I were to be carrying it, would be on my person, for something that I'm doing like this. So let's stick a Leatherman in here. That gives me a whole bunch of tools at my disposal right away. Little tiny first aid kit. This isn't the best. This was a CRKT mini knife. But, it's just a boo-boo kit, really. I'd probably expand it a little bit. And that, I think I'm going to put that up front. Because if I need it, I'll need it in a hurry. So we're going to stick that up front. Wet wipes, I always carry wet wipes. They're just convenient to have with you. You just stuff them down in the corner there. If you are using wet wipes, I don't have it in this particular situation. This is just a side tip from the bag. If you're carrying stuff like this, put it in a plastic bag. This isn't going to be long term, so I don't have it in one. This is just for demo. But put it in a plastic bag, because if you've got your radio here, these things, when they're squished, will leak liquid. You don't want that. So make sure you put them in a plastic bag and not like I'm doing there. So stick a compass in here. Never know when that's handy. I'm going to stick it in this pouch on this side. There we go. Okay. So I can stick my pouch in there, my compass in there. Now, the radio. I would suggest using your keypad lock feature on your radio. Put that in there. Open it up. Give you lots of room for the radio. And my mic cord will come out the side. Spare batteries. Let's see, where do I want to put those? Maybe up in front here. Put them to the side, down that way. And again, I may not carry a compass. I was really just, let's fill this with stuff that, I'd actually use if I was doing an event. Okay, and flashlight, I'm going to clip on the outside because I want access to that at all times. So let's close this up. Zip it up. And there you go. There's a flashlight. And there's your mic. Now, if your mic has a little clip like this one does, you can even clip it on the front there like that. So let me give you a look at what this would look like and show what this would look like on me. And then we'll finish up the video, and I will give you my final words on it and where you can pick it up. All right, so you can see, fits comfortably, fits right on there. This is fully adjustable. I have it, it's kind of big on me. I'm going to probably pick it up a little bit and tighten up the sides a little bit because it's kind of loose on me. This is adjustable up to a 54-inch shirt size. So this, I pulled it all the way out, but it's kind of adjustable and kind of big on me, so I think I'm probably going to pull it up a little bit like that, so it's a little more comfortable and closer to the body. But you get an idea what it feels like. And this doesn't feel like a heavy weight at all. This is really, really comfortable. So let's get it back on the table. I'll give you my final information on it and tell you where you can pick one up. All right, so that's what you're going to look like. And as you can tell, that was a lot of gear. And again, some of it, I probably wouldn't carry a compass with me. But, you know, some of it I'd change around if I was actually setting this up for a deployment to work an event with ham radio, and or even an emergency. Another thing too, I was thinking about if I was to set this up for, say, use with our CERT group. I have my CERT backpack, and actually I don't use the CERT backpack anymore. They're really thin, the ones they give you. I've changed that out to a different one, but I could keep the backpack on my back and this on my front. And like I said, I'm probably going to pull it up tighter and pull the sides in a little bit because it's awfully big on me. But I could easily use this to carry all of my communications gear and keep it separate from all of my first aid gear in my backpack. I can reach the backpack, I can get the stuff out. This never has to come off my body. So I don't have to constantly be adjusting all sorts of stuff. This just stays on there. So these run $25.99. Okay, that's a pretty decent price considering comparable, brand name ones are, $100, $90, $80, whatever. So I really can't complain. It's well made. It's comfortable. This mesh, I was kind of worried about the mesh on my back feeling kind of sweaty and, sticky. Really not. Very breathable. Really comfortable. So all in all, I'm pleased with it. And I will put a link down below where you can pick it up. This is a fairly simple item to figure out however you want to use it. It's got a lot of different uses. And there's so many different things you could do with it. If you work for search and rescue and you use, say, a sheriff's department's radios, like our local search and rescue team here, I'm not part of them, but they use the sheriff's department radios. So you can put your radio in here, you can put any information. They also have badges for search and rescue. You can put that on the outside. Even for law enforcement, something like this would be handy for, a quick, active shooters kit for law enforcement. You can stick your gear in there and be ready to go. And it's not hard to put on. It's not anything difficult. The only thing I am going to do, and I kind of wish it was a little different, I don't know if these are threaded backwards, but what I'm probably going to do is once I adjust this and take it up a little bit and take the sides in a little bit, I am going to put a piece of duct tape across here and just tie it up there so it's flush. Because I don't like having that flat flopping around. That's annoying to me. It's just going to get in the way. But that's really the only complaint I have about it. It feels like a very well-made, heavy-duty item. So I'm pretty pleased with it. So like I said, they're $25.99. You can pick it up. I'll put a link right down below in my store, to my store where this item is. You can pick them up online. So I will put a link down below to where you can pick one up. Don't forget to check out our store, our Amazon store below that. We try to put everything. I try to put everything that I review in that store. I will let you know if sometimes Amazon's more pricier than other sites. I don't want you to spend money, when you can buy it somewhere else cheaper. But I try to put everything in there. Don't forget to check out our Olight link down below. Like you can see, I got my little Olight SR2 baton there. That's my daily carry flashlight. I love their gear. I really like their style of doing stuff. They got lots of innovative stuff out there. So don't forget to check them out. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link down below. If you're interested in getting started on freeze-dried food and food storage, it's a good place to start, and they can really help you along. And I can also help you with any kind of questions you have when it comes to Thrive Life. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.